Happy New Year 2022. What better way than to start the new year of videos with a very special guest. Holly, this is my daughter. How old are you?
5.
But in a couple months, you're gonna be 6. So you're in kindergarten. And Holly agreed. She actually asked me if she could be in a video. I said, yeah, actually, that'd be wonderful. And the thing I want to talk about in this video is, of course, my Enneagram assessment. I am a certified Enneagram coach. What did you say about this book when you saw it? What did you say?
I guess who knows.
A guess who knows? Are you talking about like the game Guess Who? And it has a question mark? It does, I guess, kind of seem that way. This book is actually the Enneagram Made Easy, and I love this book. I mean, granted, yes, I am a certified Enneagram coach, but this is the best book if you're wanting to truly understand. It's so easy to misdiagnose yourself for Enneagram, and this has been so helpful for me after I got my certification. I'll make it easy if you want to buy the book off of Amazon. I'll put a link right there if you want to check that out. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is how our Enneagram, once we're an adult, never changes. Our wing can, but our actual Enneagram number does not. However, the real question becomes, at what point do you adopt your official Enneagram personality? I think for me, it was probably in high school, and I'll do a separate video on that. But for right now, what I wanted to point out is that I feel that my daughter shows signs of being the same as me, which is a 7. Now, I'm 7 with 8 wing, but I would say that she, at this time, is a 7 with a 6 wing. Now, as a kid, I was more of a 4. I wanted to feel special and different. And then that changed, I'd say, around high school. So, Enneagram 7 is the adventurer. 7s are motivated by the need to be happy and plan enjoyable activities and contribute to the world and avoid suffering pain. 7s at their best are fun-loving, spontaneous, imaginative, productive, enthusiastic, quick, confident, charming, and curious. Are you those things? 7s at their worst can be narcissistic, impulsive, unfocused, rebellious, undisciplined, possessive, manic, self-destructive, restless, which I gotta say, this is a good girl. I don't see any of those traits, honestly, every day. But as far as the spontaneity, I can't even say that, fun-loving, I see all these traits. Now, really though, the thing that gave it away was every night when I'm getting her ready for bed, she'll often ask me these very curious questions that normally I don't think a 5-year-old would ask. You would ask me about what happens if a house falls on a person, and would that kill the person? And then you've asked me the same thing about skeletons, like how do you kill a skeleton? You asked me something about like what would it take to break someone's skull or something. And it's all these questions like, wow, that's very strange that this kid's, what are you exposing this kid to? Nothing morbid, I promise you. But I feel that this is 7 kind of presenting itself at an early age, because 7s are also driven by the fear of being bored or being in pain. So I think she's sorting those things out in her head as far as things that would cause pain or suffering. I really think that. And I've also seen her, when just normal tasks, she'll say, this is so boring, because 7s do not want to be bored and cannot handle being bored. And but at the same time, Enneagram's growth is a number 5, which is ultimately the introvert, which means you can be totally fine by yourself, and you're really good about playing by yourself. If we've got other stuff going on, and I say, okay, Holly, now's a good time to play with her toys, she can disappear in her room and play with her toys for an hour and a half, and I won't even hear from her. And I'll see that a lot too. Like, say I'm working from home and she has to be home from school, and she's great about that, because I think Enneagram 7s don't want to be bored, so they do their best to find ways to entertain themselves and morph into that Enneagram 5. So that's what I think. That could change over the next couple years or the next 10 years, but right now that's definitely what I'm perceiving, that we've got an Enneagram 7 8 wing and then an Enneagram 6 wing right here. Thank you for being in the video. That was very helpful. Can you say Happy New Year 2022? I'll say it. Happy New Year 2022. Hooray!